Hi everyone, I am Shri, founder of JobSurge. We help India's top 5% professionals get jobs. Neha, can you give a quick introduction?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone. So yeah, my name is Neha. I'm a QA engineer, having over 3 years of experience, working in one of the topmost MNC. So I specialize in both manual as well as automation testing.
Time you searched for job, Neha? How many months before joining JobSurge?
It's been around 6 months, continuously applying everywhere, whatever common platforms we use to find jobs, but not getting any proper response, or even on my profile not getting selected. Like that time period was very difficult for me. But when I joined job search, I realized my approach. I'm doing it is in a very unstructured format. Like there is no use. Like I'm just doing the normal way we used to do. But here within 4 weeks, I cracked multiple interviews.
That's superb, Neha. And what was your notice period in the current company that you are working for?
It was 90 days, and like
Hmm.
that is a very toughest part every time whenever I'm thinking about my notice period. Most of the companies and most recruiters don't want to wait for complete 90 days. But job search guided me how to position myself better and still get more calls during that notice period.
So 90 days of notice period is something that a lot of candidates who reach out to us as well, they talk about, my notice period is 90 days, I don't know what to do and how to do it, right? But we have an example
Yeah.
of Neha wherein she cracked a job, that too in QA, wherein QA is a toughest area in today's job market to get job. And we are really happy. And Neha,
Yes.
how much hike did you get from your previous when you switched? What was the offer? Don't mention the package, just mention the percentage hike. That's it.
Yeah, I got 100% of hike. That is a very huge achievement. That's what I'm thinking. Like, firstly, I don't believe that I will get 100% of hike, but I highlighted process improvements and defect
That
reductions that I have did in my last project. So whatever I explain, value instead of numbers.
that is super. So, a QA professional with 3 years or 5 years of experience, how much would be the range of salary that typically is being offered in the market? So, let's say in service-based companies,
Hmm.
like we have big service-based MNC companies. So, what is the salary base that you have usually seen in terms of the numbers? Range from 3 to 5 years of experience.
Actually, for 3 to 5, basically, it will like
Mm-hmm.
range in between 6 to 10 LPA, depending on how manual and automation skills we have. But in current market, mostly automation skills. So once we are
Mm-hmm.
confident with the tools like Seleniums, Postman, and some other tools, whatever we have in the current market, salary can easily go beyond like 10 LPA up to 12 LPA as well. So my own offer was 100% higher than my like previous CTC.
That is superb. What are your thoughts in terms of automation versus manual? So, is there still a demand for manual QA testers in the market?
Yeah, but manual testing still matters because there are some restrictions also there while doing the automation side. So manual testing is also important, but it does that we have to involving, we have to need to pair at least one automation skill like automation tool and with strong analytical thinking, because sometimes in some MNCs we have to do both manual as well as automation testing, mock sessions to add it in both manual as well as automation testing.
Got it. In terms of, let's say, if there are 10 job openings, when you search for job, what can be the rough proportion of automation versus manual?
Right now the market is moving to the automation side with the manual
Hmm.
skills also sometimes required, because without manual we cannot do automation.
What was your approach prior to going forward with job search? Like, what were the typical mistakes that you did? You then thought, okay, this was the wrong path of searching for jobs.
Yeah, honestly speaking, like I was completely, I'm like when I joined job search, just applying everywhere without strategy. No, you just going to Naukri profile and other platforms, just applying and applying. No resume, how to prepare the resumes according to the job profile, the job details we have. And I don't know how I can present my QA experience there. But once I joined job JobSurge. Like it helped me to structure my own answers as well as my resumes, my applications. That clarity changed everything, and that impact in the interviewers also.
What is the most underrated skill for a QA engineer today?
The most important skill is like communication. That's what I think. Because as a tester, we should have to be very clear, and while explaining anything like related to projects or related to bugs, we should have to suggest some improvements to get noticed faster. That is what important in today's technology. I started my framing my answers in business terms, like in proper formats, just in technical terms.
What do you suggest to professionals who are from a QA background and are stuck in their current job because the job market being very tough?
Just don't wait for your current company to give you the growth or to give you the hike. If you think like you are doing your best, but still current company they don't give that much growth and hike. So upskill yourself, market yourself actively, and if you don't know anything how to start your career, upskill yourself. Job search will give you the structure, format, preparation, and the confidence, everything, because the mentor that we have here, he will be there at your back every time whenever you feel nervous. That's helped me to restart my journey again.
So much, Neha. And, in terms of the overall market trend, what do you think is the use of AI? Have you done any kind of AI projects in your current job? And did any interviewers ask you about using AI in QA process?
Yes, actually, my current project itself is related to AI technology, and market is also moving to AI technology. Even in job search, I used like technology, the resume building formats. If you give any prompt, it will give the suggestions how to draft a mail, how to answer. Even I have given the mock AI interviews. It also helped me to change my answer, like how I can answer in a proper format. That helps me a lot here.
So you gave online interviews as well and face to face as well. What is your preference, an online interview or a face to face interview?
Some of my interviews through online and some face to face. First, I'm very nervous while giving face to face because it's first time after 3 to 4 years I'm going for an interview. But I will right now I'm just moving to face because it gives you confidence. It gives you like how you can express yourself, how your body language.
If someone asked you whether you want to join an online interview or a face to face interview, you would say, okay, if it's in the same city, you would prefer a face to face interview.
Yes, yes, definitely.
What is the usual structure that you have seen in terms of interviews at MNCs? What is the first round? What is the second round? What is the third round? What are the questions that are usually asked? If you can just brief us.
Okay, so like basically it depends on like it varies between MNC to MNC. Whatever I have gone through my multiple interviews, first round it just your technical round interview asked you to write the coding practices, some automation codes or some other code. And then second round it also the technical or sometimes it's a manager round related your project details, what project, how you handle some scenario, situation based scenario. If you are in this type of situation, then how would you handle? And last is just a HR round, so the salary discussions and other CTC type of things will happen.
What is the most difficult interview question that you have seen across? Is it related to automation, Selenium?
Yeah, mostly it's related to Selenium and automation, but right now the MNC mostly looking for a API automation. So that the part I have faced very difficult because I just have the manual handling related to API side, not automation. So we have to just explore ourselves. We have to give assurity to the interviewers. We are willing to learn the API automation as well. So mostly right now focus on API automation with Selenium.
Neha, it is said that QA is something which is a sunsetting profession, or people should not opt for QA. So, what are your thoughts? Because you have spent almost 3 to 4 years in QA, you got a very good offer as well.
Yeah, definitely. Because I do hear that QA is not a growth field. The career may end due to AI technologies, but to test AI technology also they need the testers because they can confirm, yeah, it is a defect free. And yeah, it is absolutely, but you need to move from task based to the strategy based.
That's something important from a inside standpoint. So from a skill development perspective, you already said that API testing is something that is being asked a lot in the interviews.
Mostly it's related to the Selenium automation code where you used your automation, your skills, the OOPS concepts in your the project. That is one of the most common and favorite interview questions. How to find the broken links if you have in any websites. These are the most common interview questions that you should have to prepare because they are definitely going to ask.
From a job market perspective, do you still see remote positions available for QA?
Mostly not because all our companies are moving to the remote, sorry, this hybrid scenario. So
What would be your message for people who are looking out for jobs? Can you recommend JobSurge to them?
as I earlier mentioned, struggling for almost 6 to 7 months, and within 4 weeks, with the help of JobSurge, I cracked multiple interviews. And sometimes efforts is not that much important, but the guidance and the directions that's really matters in your life. That's what I'll say.
What was your parents' reaction when you got 100% hike?
Yeah, firstly, I've never believed that I will get 100% because usually don't get this much of hike. We get only 80% or 60%. I never believed. Just for some seconds, I just not feel anything. First, I called my parents and I said, like, finally, I got the offer. And thanks to job search, without job search, I don't think I have reached to that moment. And I feel happy and confident. Thank you so much, job search, and the mentor, especially.
Great. Neha, thank you so much for your time. We wish you all the best for your next journey, and we hope to stay in touch with you.
Yes, definitely, Shri, for all your support and all the things. I'm very glad I got a very great mentor in my life.